My favorite Tier 5 memory is probably watching the Christmas concert with my family at home for Christmas, and then my mom showing our coworkers all of our videos.
My favorite Tier 5 memory was probably my first concert. Just seeing how supportive everybody was in like the chat and just how encouraging the whole like Tier 5 family is of each other.
It's gotta be when I first met them. Their audition process and the way that they just make you feel so comfortable and get rid of your nerves. It's just such a welcoming, joyful environment to be a part of. So I definitely recommend anybody hook up with Tier 5.
My favorite Tier 5 memory is definitely being able to incorporate some of my friends from Up With People in the Tier 5 Sings world, where we put together That's Christmas to Me for the holiday Very Merry Tier 5 Christmas show. And yeah, that was really cool just to have them part of it, and we spent a lot of time working on that video, and also it was just really special to kind of see those two worlds combined.
My favorite Tier 5 memory would probably have to be being in the audience for A Christmas Carol and just watching this magnificent, emotional, touching retelling of such a classic story.
Queer Christmas Carol. I was like sobbing. It was a mess. I was a fool in the audience, but I loved it.
The Christmas Carol, A Queer Fantasia. I went in knowing obviously it was going to be amazing. I had seen other Tier 5 shows before, but this one really just blew me away, not only with how visually interesting it was and how magical it was, but also with how heartfelt it was. And it was something I wasn't really expecting, but had such a deep appreciation for. And a lot of the lessons from that show really stayed with me. And another thing I love is that during intermission, the actors just hang out and you get to meet them. And I met so many amazing people that night, most of which you all are probably aware of. And I really wouldn't trade that for anything.
So my favorite Tier 5 memory would be an amalgamation of all of my Tier 5 memories. I've been a part of Tier 5 since Switch Please. And like the filming of everything is really, really fun, but just getting together with like our pod squad, because we were still in the height of the pandemic when at least I started this, getting together with all of them and just spending time together, seeing the art they created during this like weird time. Definitely my favorite memory.
My favorite Tier 5 memory was working on duets with all of my friends and my duet partner, Lauren Baxter.
The first concert that I did with James and David, and jumping on the Zoom after Let's Misbehave and getting to see everybody whose performances I just watched and congratulate them and like share that virtual space with everybody. That was just a wonderful kickoff to what ended up being just an awesome whirlwind of a year in terms of these performances, and watching how everybody just elevated their performances from concert to concert.
So I think my favorite Tier 5 memory is when we were finishing up with Meg, Jo, Beth, Amy, and Louisa, and we had a whole wall of just Post-it notes of the different scenes from the show, and we realized that we finally had the entire show laid out and that we had a show. It was very exciting.
Being in the audience of Meg, Jo, Beth, Amy, and Louisa, I'd never seen a show like that, and it was just so much fun to be an audience member in that production.
My favorite Tier 5 memory is winning the International Award at the Hollywood Fringe Festival in 2017 for Ladies in Waiting, The Judgment of Henry VIII, and actually getting to go up on stage and make a speech. It was a 2-word speech. I said, "Yas, Queens," and get to hold like a trophy in my hand and get to collect that award, which represented so many people and so much work that had gone into that play. Tier 5's big first award.
So my favorite Tier 5 memory is gonna be really cheesy, but it's getting to know and meet all you lovely people who put these concerts on month after month, and literally getting to meet and interact and collaborate with people from literally all over the world. It's truly incredible, and it's amazing what technology can do, and I'm so happy and thrilled and honored to be a part of such creative and intelligent and collaborative people. It's the best.